We are always manifesting. What we're manifesting is the question. And how do we manifest more of what we want? I want us to grasp the fact that we are mind body. You living this is not going to just be a change in your behavior, changing one little thing. I used to run around, especially when I was over in Canada, talking to everyone I could talk to, and I was looking for the secret pill, the secret, what am I missing? I just need this one thing, and then I'll be it. Then it will all happen. It's not that. It is a shift in your consciousness. It is a shift in your habitual thinking, your sustained thinking. And like any habit, it starts off a bit clunky. I was only thinking this morning as I got on my running shoes and off I went, and I thought, I remember the first few weeks of me running. And as I plodded around the block feeling like I was going to die, my head was saying, you're so not a runner. But now I'm like, I'm a runner. Get the shoes on, out I go. It's a shift in our consciousness, your thinking. It's a shift in how I see the world around me. It's a shift in how I see me in the world. I think, you think, and we think in pictures. And all of those pictures that you think are stored in cells of recognition in our brain. We can recall them. And the images, they all have an emotion, a feeling attached to them. Some are so small that we don't even register it. I've got a beautiful cup of tea here, and I think, I've got a cup of tea here. I don't register the feeling of it all the time. But images that have a huge emotion integrated into them, they are very easy for us to recall, good and the not so good, the desired images and the not so desired images. Think about fear for a minute. I'm not a fan of spiders. And if I see a spider, I see it, it registers an image, which makes me laugh a bit because I think I see it 10 times bigger than it is. And I have an emotion associated with it, and I feel that in my body in that instant. And that's the fear. Well, I feel it. It's mind body. When you are seeing the image on your card, what's the feeling associated with that? And I want you to be bold with your image. I really want you to be very clear on your image, on your vision, and on the pinpoints that you're saying, this is what I'm now bringing to life. That's what manifestation is, bringing that into my current experience. One of the crew last night was saying they had a bit of a reality check. They looked at their goal card and thought, man, I'm so far from that. And I jumped on them. I'm like, don't say that. We have a partner in this life experience, a life partner. There's me and there's infinite intelligence. And infinite intelligence, get a grasp of that. There are things out there, forces and experiences and opportunities and people and ways of things coming about that I have no concept of in my limited, even my most expansive thinking. I cannot put it together. And you've already lived that. I've already lived that. There are things that have happened in the last 8 years, absolutely, that I could not have dreamt. But what you do know is the desire of your heart. And that lights you up. So let it light you up. What meaning are you giving to your image? And sometimes we can look at our vision and the pinpoints in it that we say we want, and we give a meaning to it like, oh man, that's going to take me a long time. That's going to mean I have to work really hard. I want you to clean up the meaning in your vision. Every single piece of your vision is for you. And I want you to see it as this infinite intelligence and power in you is begging you, is urging you to live it. That's our part, is to let that urging come to life. So how do we do that? The first part is knowing what it looks like. That's definitely a part of the practice. Knowing and then going there. What does that look like? For the longest time, I held it in my conscious mind. Yep, I know what my picture looks like. Feeling associated with the knowing wasn't in line. When I look at the vision, how do I feel? Really be honest with yourself. When I truly believe that vision is the life in me saying, let's go, I'm going to feel like I'm being taken on a world trip and I'm not paying for it. Cool. Yes, I want to go. The tour guide has taken care of everything. I'm just now following the prompts inside me. Another one on our call last night, someone said, you're around a lot of negative people and it can really bring you down. And no. And I talked about a tree standing in a storm. When, like, you know that your vision is for you, it's done, you're for it. The power of your thinking is the highest there is. And we've been given control of that. So when you feel you're with people and your focus has moved to them wishing they were different, wishing that they would make your path easier and that you didn't have to hear their negativity, stand strong in who you are. Bring up your vision. This is who you are. You don't have a willy-nilly vision that's just with no power in it. Your vision is everything. It's the telegram from infinite intelligence saying, this is you. And you are literally feeling your way forward. When you start to come off a little bit off the path, you know it by the way you feel. So when you accumulate the knowledge, and I did that for many years, had a lot of knowledge, but it didn't make me feel different because it just was staying up here. Oh yeah, I know it. And I found myself saying that, and I said it to Bob one day. Oh, I cringe when I think about some of our conversations. I was there with him one-on-one. And I sometimes think, God, if I'd only known what I had access to. And he was teaching me, and I would say, I know that. And that one day where he walked around, it was so dramatic. He took forever to walk around, and he sat down and he said, if you really understood that, you would never think another negative thought in your life ever. And he said it slower than that. He wanted me to grasp that and never let it go. Why? Because I have a power and I direct it with my thinking. Do not accept the reality of what you're living in. That's old news. It's like the share market. If you're reading about it, it's already happened. Don't waste your time thinking about what's already happened unless you want more of it. What do you want? Direct your thoughts. Our action comes from not just knowing clearly, I knew a lot, but by embodying it. Not just being conscious of it, but what am I doing with what I'm conscious of? I want it to seep into every cell of my body. Our mind is in every cell of our body, our subconscious mind. That is why our action comes from what is planted, not just the fleeting thoughts, but the thoughts when you feel that feeling. I was talking to one of the crew, and as we were talking about what her desire was and her image was, and she said, oh, I feel that. That is a key. That is it clicking into place. Now, when you're thinking something and you're feeling icky, that piece doesn't fit. It's like trying to squeeze yourself into a dress or a suit that's not you. Don't go there. Just put it down. We must become what we see for ourselves. Our physical senses, the ones that connect us to the outside world, are there for us to enjoy life, to experience life. We see, smell, taste, feel, touch. It links us to the physicality of our world, but we also have inner senses. And those inner senses are so important. They are your guidance system. And for me, I thought I was so intelligent that I could work it out. I could reason it out. I could logic it out. When I found out about the fact that, okay, I've got this programming going on, what's already embedded in me, and I am already embodying, that's running the show. So I've got to change what I am embodying. I've got to change what's going on inside me. And how do I do that? I use my conscious mind. I choose what I think. And it's so easy, isn't it, to look at the situation, no money in our bank, no increase in our business, no great relationship, and to think from those ideas. Don't do that. Choose the ideas that light you up and think from them. When you get an idea that you don't like, and yes, it might be logical, yes, it might be staring you in the face as a physical fact, do not entertain it. When you visit friends and they open the door and they let you in, they're entertaining you. You do not open the door to someone who's going to come and rape and pillage your life. Do not open the door to ideas that are going to do that. They're not for you. Once we plant the ideas that are for us, we don't have to conjure them up. We don't have to practice them because we're already it. If someone came alongside me and said, you know what, Jai, you're not a great mother, I would just think, whatever. I don't care what you think. I do not care what you think or what evidence you think you have. I know. I was talking on someone's podcast this week and they were asking about my story. And so we went right back and I was thinking about who I was back then in 1990. I was 22 and I had the 2-year-old and a 3-month-old living in this little shack in Port Augusta, no money, a 20-year-old car, no job, no career. And I had no idea, how am I going to move forward? And I remember the day that thought landed, what do you want? Sounds so peculiar to me now that I'd never thought of that. What do I want? And oh my goodness, I remember the feeling of what welled up inside of me, all these ideas coming in. As soon as I was like, what do I want? And they came. And the thinking I have now, I would have been going, dude, you've got nothing to say that you can do any of that. But I had this drive in me, this fire in my belly that said, I am going to be the best mum and the best dad to these 2 little girls, and their life is going to be different to mine. That's all I had. And I didn't know how. There was no internet, mobile phones, nothing like that. So books, I started reading. I thought, I've got to be better than what I am. I've got to get more in me if I'm going to give them anything. And that's the same for you. Step into the fullness of what your vision indicates for you. And it's first going to happen here, consciously. Choose those thoughts. Choose those and get rid of any other thought. I think I used to frustrate Bob because he did spend a lot of time with me where we were just in each other's company. And one day I'm there and I was studying in his backyard and he comes up and he goes, what do you want? Oh God, was this the right thing to say to Bob Proctor? And so I tell him what I want in that moment and he goes, good. So put down everything else that's not that. And then he just walks off. I thought, got it, Bob. That's what we want to do. I will act out whatever I embody. So my responsibility is to embody what I want to be. And I do that by habit. I plant it. When I started running, I was not a runner. And my head kept saying, you're not a runner, you're not a runner, as I died on the front lawn in the dark every morning thinking, oh, I'm not a runner. But I wanted to be a runner. I wanted to be an athlete like I was at school. And so I persisted in doing the thing, but also what drove me to do the thing was that I knew that's what I wanted. I didn't know this work then, a bit of an unconscious competence, but I will act out without any conscious thought what I embed because it's mind, body. Whatever you're thinking about and allowing to come in week after week, and think about it. You might have a thought right now that you think, oh, that's a persistent, nagging thought right now. Write it down and flip it on its head. Write down that persistent thought that is nagging at you, that is not a good feeling thought, and flip it on its head. We have clean energy every minute, every second, every moment coming to us in this gush of energy. It's clean, and then we shape it. I create the ideas. You'll have an idea come knocking. And like I said, if it's not, doesn't make you feel good, don't even let it in. I don't care whether you think you have to solve that idea. No, we create by the ideas that we get involved in and give our focus to. I think from my ideas. What is your vision? There are lots of ideas around that. So think from that. Ideas that make you feel awful are not yours. Don't let them in. Don't put them on. Do not embody them. So here's a question for you. Ask yourself, am I choosing limitation in any way whatsoever? Am I choosing limitation in any way whatsoever? Now, I want you to think about this. When we look at someone else who is in a state of unaware and we judge them and we talk about them, that's limitation. You cannot think something that is not a great feeling thought and get involved in, our words have energy. You can't get involved in that and be in a limitless state. If you're choosing to see in other people limitation and not enoughness, you're in that energy. So it's look away now. And there are people in my life that I know I love them as people because I know who they really are, but they may be so unaware of that. And I don't spend a lot of time with them because I do find it very hard not to want to grab their head and show them, look this way, this is who you are. So I just love them. They're on their journey. We're not here to judge or to change anyone. We are here to focus on us. Bob used to really ramp that up. He'd walk through the room of the 400 of us there at training and he'd say, what do you want? And we were all almost petrified because don't ask me, don't ask me. And he'd ask you what you want and you'd tell him and he'd say, great. So fix your own life first. Because most of us were like, I want to help someone. I want to help people. I said, great, fix your own life first. He could see that we hadn't embodied what we were learning. We want to embody the fullness of the vision for our lives. And you're not going to do that if you're so focused on everyone else and their faults and the dangers in the world. Feeling is indicative. It's an indicator. So how are you feeling today about your vision? I am more and more excited. I'm living on the edge right now. And I know that in the physical world and the way things happen, I think, yeah, I'm right there and I feel it. And the thoughts of fear and doubt knock constantly. And lately I've drawn the shades, locked the window, put down the roller shutter. I'm just like, I'm not interested. I know what my vision is and I'm holding the feeling of that. My feeling is indicative of the thought I'm involved in. And if I let those ideas in, they don't feel good. So I know they're not for me. Someone said last night, that takes a lot of energy and focus. No, it doesn't take a lot of energy. I am energy and I'm directing my energy towards my vision. I am energy. The only thing that takes my energy is what I give it to. And when I'm giving my energy to the vision of my heart, that feels good. It feels like more energetic flow and acceleration. And everything around me, I notice the things start to change around me. It indicates the vibe we're on. And it's so interesting. When you talk about vibration, that's a feeling. The way you feel is indicative of the vibe, whether you're high vibing or low and slow vibing. But frequency, there's a lot of levels of frequency. When I think back to when I was 22 and just widowed, the frequency, the awareness I was on was very different to the awareness I'm on now. I've jumped levels of frequency. How do we do that? We vibe high on the frequency we're on right now. So in your current now, you want to feel as good as you can feel. And you want to go in search of that every day. One, that's going to make you feel good. And the higher frequency that you want to go to is much easier to connect with when you're vibing high where you are. Because the frequency I was on and the frequency I'm now and the frequency I will be on when I achieve my current goals and visions is higher. How am I going to get there? I'm going to live in a state of appreciation where I am. That's a high vibe. And that's going to make it much easier for me to be aware of and see and grasp and move into the next frequency of my image. It's very interesting. I can see the facts and figures of where I used to be 30 years ago, 35 years ago, but I can't access that feeling anymore. It's like a movie with no sound. I can see it, but I'm not that anymore. And I can see the movie ahead of me and I'm feeling that. That's what you want. That's going to keep you in that high vibe, the gratitude that this is me, this is mine, it is done. What I impress in my mind by my thinking will become expressed. A thought held in the mind is going to move into form. That is law. There is no changing that law. It's about what I visualize. It's about what I am involved in thinking. What am I dwelling upon? It builds and grows my consciousness. Stay very conscious of the vision in you. That's infinite intelligence urging you to express it. And when we hold that vision, we increase our power of attraction. It's a stronger attraction when you are involved and focused on it. If I'm focused on the lack and the fear and the doubt, that is also a strong vibration. And yes, I will attract more of that. Remember the phrase, if I don't stop feeling like this, I'll be given more to feel like this about. And as hard as it is in a physical situation where you feel like your world is turning to pool, and I've been there, believe me, I must turn my eyes, lift my chin and look up. Because if I look down to where I am and that associated feeling overtakes me, I embody that, I can only attract. There is no way I can ever feel not enough and attract the things in line with being enough. And so it is up to us. No one can do it for us. It's simple, and we must practice the simplicity of it. Grasp your vision and pulling on your heart that says, this is what I want. You are that. Get used to that. And do not believe any evidence of your physical senses that deny it. You want to leave those ideas outside and live from the place where you can imagine. Your imagination is a tool in your conscious toolbox that you get to use, should you choose to. And you are using it, but are you using it towards your upward spiral of becoming, or are you using it for your demise, or to keep you just, things are fine, this is all there is? That's BS. It really is. Reject that. The law will always bring me the things and the conditions and the opportunities and the people that are like the thoughts and the convictions that dominate my mind. A lot of us have convictions about who we are, and it comes from our little life, past experiences, other people's opinions. The truth of who you are is your desire, the desire of your heart. That thrills me to pieces. We've got areas of our life, financial, health, relationship, many areas. And all of us have an area where we're like, okay, this area is good. This area, I want to work on manifesting more of who I truly am. And your desire is showing you the way. So know that you are that person. Please don't entertain any doubt that is in opposition to your desire, because it's bullshit. Troward said, anxiety and fear and doubt always attract conditions of their own kind. Think about that. Anxiety, fear, and doubt always attract conditions of their own kind. If I'm afraid that someone thinks something about me, I will attract the condition to confirm that's true. If I am afraid my business is not going to make enough money, I will attract conditions to confirm that it's true. If I live in fear that I'll never find a partner, I will attract conditions to confirm that is true. Now, notice I'm saying if I live in that state, sure, I have fear come and I open the other door and let it out. Thanks for coming by. Not entertaining you. Troward goes on to say we can reverse this tendency. What's your tendency of thought right now? When things are going well in our physical world, our tendency of thought is, I feel on top of the world, I'm great on this, on that, and then we hit a wall. What's your tendency of thought now? Are we letting our tendency of thought be dictated to by the physical conditions that we are seeing in our world? And I'll say it again, the physical conditions you're living right now are old news. They are already manifested. You've already thought them into being, consciously or unconsciously. Our focus must be on the vision, where we are going. Now, this is everything. We reverse the tendency of anxiety, fear, and doubt by entertaining only those thoughts and ideas which register harmony and confident assurance. This is the jump off the deep end. Are you willing to leave that whole host of worry, doubt, fear, anxiety around how's it all going to happen? Are you willing to just shut the door on that and look towards ideas that give you the feeling of harmony? Everything is working out. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. And confident assurance. I know, like I know, this is me and this is for me, and it's unfolding. All I have to do is notice and follow. Your focus, thought is powerful. So Troward says, entertain only those thoughts which register harmony. I know this is the truth. And increasingly, I step into it. And I know how that feels. It feels like jumping off the edge of a cliff in the dark. Because everything that we embody currently says, that's not logical, that's not sensible. And then all the fears and imaginings of what could happen. So I want you to ask yourself, what does harmony feel like? What does confident assurance feel like for you? Imagine I'm living in harmony. I am living in confident assurance that everything that I desire is mine, it's done, it's for me. I'm here for the expression of that. You have an surging through you every minute of the day, asking you to work with it. The reason we feel so base is because we step over here without it and try to work it out. We're in fear, anxiety, worry, doubt. Entertain only those thoughts that give you a feeling of harmony. And what he says happens if we will do that. Doing that is the first step. He says the adverse circumstances will recede. And I know this to be true, and it's like magic. He doesn't say you'll feel better. He doesn't say it might help you. He says the adverse circumstances will recede. Our thinking literally molds the substance that everything is made from. You can interrupt whatever it is that's on its way to you by changing what you're entertaining. Over and over, entertain it. Allow yourself to become involved in it emotionally and watch what happens. Yes, it feels like you're jumping off the edge. Nowhere does it tell us to go and solve the problem, package it up, reconcile it, and then get on with thinking what you want to think. It says just only entertain ideas that bring you harmony and confident assurance. He says, in their place, when these adverse circumstances disappear, in their place will appear the conditions which correspond to your changed mentality. Mentality. That's what's going to change. That sees us living the fullness of our vision. It is our changed mentality. The conditions are going to correspond to our mentality. They are corresponding. People say, I want to manifest. You are manifesting, but you might not be manifesting what you want. I want us to really grasp that our mind is not apart from infinite intelligence. It's not like there's infinite intelligence and here's me over here in my little room of me and my mind. We are not apart from it. We are a part of it. Your individual mind is a part of infinite intelligence, and you work with it through your individual ideas, your individual thinking. We want to entertain the thoughts aligned to our vision. Do not entertain thoughts aligned to the lack of your vision. And here's the kicker for me. The relationship between me, my individual mind, and infinite mind is one of reciprocity. Imagine you're sitting there feeling pretty down one day, and then you get notice that someone you absolutely adore is coming to see you with the best gift ever. The change in your emotional state is the reaction to the news. When we feel a certain way, we're enjoying and we're feeling the confident assurance and the harmony. We lift our mind to that. There is a reaction from infinite intelligence. It's a reciprocal. And infinite intelligence is the knowing it all. We don't have to know it all. We just have to line up, be the feeling of what you want, and practice living in that so that it's your dominating state. And gratitude is an easy way to do that. If you find yourself getting involved in the problems and the how will this happen and what if this happens, Troward says the way to turn that around is to only entertain ideas that correspond with harmony and confident assurance. And the circumstances you're struggling through will recede and be replaced by circumstances and conditions that align and correspond to your changed mentality. Transformation in us to achieve living this way is the change that will see our outer world change. And we really do have to make a conscious choice. I'm no longer living this way in worry and anxiety and fear. I am only entertaining thoughts like this, and it feels initially irresponsible, but man, it feels good. It's okay, infinite intelligence, this is over to you. This is your to-do list. My to-do list is to feel good, to follow what lights me up. And every other detail, you take care of that. I'll be listening and paying attention. I'm living in the expectation that things are moving into place, and I am looking for them in line with where I'm going.